Okay. Do a bit. Okay. And we are good. Hi, love. Yes, it's 3 months of proof. Okay, I'm not gonna continue while I'm streaming, unfortunately, but thank you. Just imagine doing it the whole time. Anyways. Now... So, now we can practice. Yep. Hi, Reiki. Sorry. Hope you... I understand. Hopefully you're able to feel better, or feel more awake soon. Or get some sleep or something. Anyways, we'll be doing this for a couple hours. I might do a run. But someone I plan on raiding will go live in an hour, so I'm not gonna take... So I'm not gonna take too long. I think. I hope. Anyways. Oh, wait, give me 1 second to do something I think would help. Okay. Let's make sure I have this right. I should get this first try, but... I did not get it first try. I think I mistimed it. I know what I did wrong there. I just went too early. I need to get the timing basically entirely right. Yep, headbox. Anyways, yeah, I understand. Life probably being brutal. Uh-oh. I should be dead, but I'm not. Let's make sure I get... Let's make sure I get it mostly right. I want to get a couple in a row. Since I failed once, I want to get 3 in a row, preferably. Thank you for the hug. I didn't deal nearly enough damage there. What? That was... understandable. Probably not here. But... Did you accidentally press enter multiple times? Tiger having zero brain example exhibit like 200,000. Oh, okay. I don't know then. What? How did that happen of all things? I think I was just too distracted or something. I don't know. I don't know anymore. I'm having a... Okay, I'm having a bad Puu Black day. That is a bad sign. That is a horrible sign. If I'm having trouble with Puu Black, who's to say it? And that's the easiest of the four problem spots. If I'm having trouble here, then there's no world in which I can do runs today. Anyways, hopefully you can solve whatever. Hopefully it doesn't send what you're trying to type to him. Yeah, you probably... That's... Yeah, I'm sorry. I really hope you're able to get it done. Things are not good in Floofland. In other Tiger Floofland, not my Floofland. What? Okay, okay. This is embarrassing. This is, like, genuinely embarrassing. Okay, that's good to hear. It's at least it's relatively soon. That was a horrible decision, and I can't believe it worked. And it didn't work. That's why. That's why. Because it didn't. Okay, it turns out... Okay, today is 100% not runs. It is abundantly clear that I am not prepared for today. How is it this bad? I'm just shocked it's this bad. It hasn't been this bad since I figured out the fight. Thank you for the hug. Wow! Infinite hugs. An absolutely group hugs sometimes. Yay! I did it one time. I want 3 in a row. Then I'll be satisfied. Maybe more. Because of how bad I've been doing. Maybe 3 in a row wasn't even enough. Because of just how disastrous this has been. Fun fact, this predates Steam by like a very long time. Remember, this came out in 2004 initially. Okay, that's 2. Yes, it is perfection. Unfortunately, in Steam console, it's probably your subscription's gonna be like $1,000 or something, which means it is definitely not worth it to get. I can't believe I'm alive. I'm not okay with that. If I win, okay, I got 3 in a row, but I need 4 in a row. And that was a bad run, and I shouldn't have won. Yeah, which is not good, because you then just get a PC. Okay, that was a much better run. Let's get another. Yeah. Yeah, it would. That is 5. I am now satisfied. Let's move on. I'd be able to do this more reliably if I had the bubbly, but I don't. I can just pretend. Okay. First try on the actual fight. The path there, not so much. That's mainly because I don't have bubbling, which I significantly rely on. So, I'm not too mad. Let's call that a first try. Honestly, you know what? No. Later. Right now I can't. But later I'm gonna try and figure out how to get it right the first time. Why are my eyes hurting already? Yeah. I mean, no, I didn't speak correctly. Later, I'm gonna create a new save file to get up to there that has the bubbly and it doesn't have the missile launcher. To make it more accurate to what an actual run would look like. First try. Let's go again. I'm not gonna push my luck like 3 in a row, but I'd like to see if maybe I can get 2. What? Okay. I changed up too early. That was my fault. I know exactly where I went wrong. Yeah. very accurate. Nope, that was... I did a very stupid there. That was like... You never, ever switch to bubbling in the middle of getting fired at. Even if it means that you have to take a big load of experience on the... That came out wrong. Even if it means that you have to take one of the bigger Doritos and get a lot of experience on the blade, which could accidentally cause you to level up, it's still not worth it to switch, because you're gonna die. That's usually something I can get through my brain, but apparently not today. Yeah. What? I didn't expect that. I can't even... Maybe I should have, but I didn't. I didn't think that would happen at all, so... That was stupid. Keep going. Damn it. I got... Okay, the core is falling back to a bad spot. Normally I want like 50% consistency. Maybe like 40-30%, but I'm not getting that. Appreciate it. Falling behind on my consistency again. I think I'm falling behind on my consistency altogether. What? Yeah, no, this is not good. It is abundantly clear that today is not the day for runs. It's a bad core day and a bad Puu Black day, even though I figured out Puu Black again. What do you mean? What do you mean what I left? Yes, I have, but I want to do more with this. Hello, Remington. I don't think I've seen you around in a while. Fine, I guess. I want to improve my times here and submit a couple speedruns, basically. When I finished this up the first time, I had a time around 3 hours and 3 hours and 20 minutes around, 3 hours 22 minutes. I'm gonna refund that because I need to remove that. I can't open mod view like this. Um, not necessarily. Basically, I'm trying to... What? Give me a bit. This is gonna suck. But I'm gonna lag out pretty hard for a bit. Anyways, let me try and explain. When I finished, I got a run with around 58 deaths. Half of those were to core, but basically I realized that I'm not satisfied with that and I want to get a better run. So I am coming back in an attempt for around sub 10 deaths. Last week I actually was able to I refunded the channel points because I have someone specific I want to raid, and I realize I usually do have someone specific I want to raid. Well, here's the thing. Last week, I actually did a run and completed it with around 33 deaths. And I had a 45-minute PB. So it's not as if I already have improved. I had a 235 around. Let me... Give me a bit to... Okay, it should be gone. Anyways, yeah. I had 19 deaths entering Sanctuary, and then I had like 12, 13 deaths within B2, which is for 2. Then once I got past there, I first tried the rest. However, those 19 deaths had some embarrassing ones, including 3 in the Iron Head area, 2 in the Mapingan. Then like 5 deaths you should get out of the way, like, get rid of. And I had a death to Omega, which is the first time I've ever died to Omega. Like, literally ever. Hard mode or not. So essentially, I have a lot of room for improvement already. Sub 10 is my ultimate goal. But of course, I want to just improve in general. I'm going to keep doing runs until I'll continue a run until I don't think I can beat my PB. Currently, my PB is the low 30s of death. I need to count exactly. And a 235 range. However, after that, I'm still not done yet. Because I want to complete a sub-hour normal mode speedrun, which will require me to relearn the entire route, because it needs machine gun. Which I don't use. And I've never used, really. And then, but before that, I want to learn to do a single segment pacifist run, where I kill as few enemies as physically possible. So, I have a long way to go before I'm really finished with this game. Anyways, back to the game. Sorry about taking so long. And I got hit by Charlie. I named that specific one Charlie because it gets me pretty often. 198, sure. I already got a lot more experience on this than I prefer. What? But yeah, I have someone specific I'm gonna raid. So I didn't want to... I'm already repeating myself. I'm sorry. I am very prone to repeating myself, as you know. It's very obvious. Charlie, not me again. Yeah, today's a bad core day. I got a beginner's luck there. In general, I need better runs than this for me to feel confident going for actual runs. I need better completions. Better consistent. Words are difficult because I like repeating myself again. I'm repeating myself on me repeating myself. Repeatingception. Understandable. What am I doing? That was... Thankfully, I didn't ruin anything by doing that, but... I had completely forgot what I'm meant to do. Nice. There's a win. Now we go again, because I need more wins. Damn it. That was a bad idea. I shouldn't have jumped. I shouldn't have went for it. My problem was attempting it all. That sounds a lot worse than it is. S. Indeed. Correct. So true. SP. Your phone hates you. Your phone, like, actually hates you. What am I doing? And I missed the jump. There we go. I could make such a bad joke out of that, too. Wow, okay. We're already off to a bad start, both from damage and experience. Far too much experience. Good. I'm looking forward to it. Don't do that. Don't do that! I tried to see if something worked. I shouldn't have. That was my fault. It technically does work, but I kind of forgot about the giant... I'm not gonna finish that sentence because there's no way to say it without being dirty. The giant entity left that the... Okay, that still came out wrong. You know exactly what I mean. I can't dodge that if I stay there. I need to go to the other. Yeah, no, that's dedicated only to you. What am I saying lately? Where's my filter? I am so sorry to anyone else who's listening. That was... Yeah, no. I don't think she's missing out at all. No. Wait. Yeah. I don't think he's missing out on excited. If anything, it's good that he's not listening. Okay, yeah. Yeah, you know, at least I'm glad you zoned out. I don't think I want anyone to understand what I just said, what I've been saying recently. Damn it, not a good core day, again. Snuggles. Yeah, I'm not doing so hot. I'm gonna go for like another hour. It's abundantly clear that today is not a good day for runs. Thank you for the hug. Unfortunately, it's usually not that simple. This is gonna be a 7 cycle, I think. There we go. That was 7 cycle, which is... Actually, no, with a 6 cycle. I think it's safer for me to go for a 6 cycle regularly now. I think a 5 cycle is a bad idea in general. Like, sometimes it works, but oftentimes it gets me killed. It's very dependent on how much I've dealt in the past. How much I dealt beforehand. How am I pressing? You saw what button I'm pressing. I've been pressing the Y, the X button for some reason. That is much less damage than, like, because of this mispressing the button. Yeah, this is gonna be a difficult run. If I win, it's gonna be a 7 cycle. That does far too little damage. I didn't win because I just missed my... I didn't react fast enough. That was bad luck. Technically, it's luck that... Technically, by the books, it's a judgment error. I shouldn't have gone, but I always go there, and I always take that risk. And it was already off, it was off screen anyways. There was no way I'd have been able to tell. Unless I was keeping track of, like, of what specific spots got it. That was bad. That was just me being bad. One more win and then I'm moving on to B2. I'm not going to go for the multiple in the row anymore. Spoiling here that I don't have that ability anymore. Right now. Out. Okay. Yep. I am slowly getting worse. Slowly. I don't think I'm... No, I'm not slowly getting worse anymore. I'm quickly getting worse. Sometimes you just have to know when it's not your day. And it's a bad core day again. I mean, it is. But normally I want more consistency on this than I was already having. In my current PB, for reference, before I stopped entirely, my first completed run, I died to core 26 times. In my most recent run, that was last week, I only died twice. I want about that consistency, around a 1 in 3. That is, of course I want more than that, but 1 in 3, maybe 1 in 4, and I'm satisfied with it. Right now, I'm nowhere near that. I think this is going to be a run. Could be. Yep, there we go. Got a one. That's what a good run looks like. I'm gonna leave that there so that I can actually practice this. I want to learn. I think because I'm realizing that today is not the day for me to do a full run, I'm gonna just leave it at 1 win. Not 1 win total, but I'm gonna practice the actual hardest part of the game. This room right here is the hard part. Because it is basically RNG hell. All of these blocks are RNG, and you saw there I was just dead. Nothing I could do about it, basically. At least my current friends. The angels are not RNG, actually. They always appear in the same spots. Despite how they look RNG, because you have to deal with the RNG of the following blocks. But if you understand exactly how they spawn, you can sort of manipulate it to only spawn as much as you want, so that you can deal with them easier. That's what I'm doing. For example, if you only go this far in, you're only going to spawn some of them for now. That was just a bad decision. I could have reacted to that. Here's the problem with this game. Cave Story, the original freeware, the original Cave Story, plays at 50 frames per second. Not 60, 50. Like PAL. Uh-oh. I mean, I'm technically alive. When it's reported to all other platforms, including Steam, it was brought to 60 frames per second, like NTSC in Japan. However, when it did that, It only adjusted the music. It did not adjust the actual gameplay. So the blocks fall 20% faster than intended by the original game. Which makes it much more difficult, if not impossible, to react. Thankfully, I've gotten used to it. Kinda. I can react kind of okay. But sometimes I just die. Uh-oh. Okay. Okay. Life pot use now. Damn it, I could have lived that if I just barely didn't. Once you deal with the initial 12, it's either 11 or 12 angels, the mutes, then you usually want to make a break for it. I mean, that's my current strat, and it's what I've found to be most consistent. Alright, good luck. Okay, and damage boost success. Thank you. That was better than my TV run, with how fast I made it. Do I bother with actually trying the... Yeah, I think I do bother with... I'm curious of something. Nope. Okay. Uh-oh. Okay. Now for the biggest stall fest of all time. Uh-oh. I made a mistake. I shouldn't have done that. That was just me being dumb. Thankfully, it's savable. I need to be more patient. That is not patience. Uh-oh. Oh, God. I almost died there for being stupid. That was almost the worst idea. Okay. But yeah. Took way too many risks compared to, and did too many stupid mistakes, and I still didn't die. That's how easy B3 is in comparison to B2. The next difficult part is Ballos 4. We have 3 phases before the hard part. However, I could die to Ballos 3. I have yet to die to Ballos 3, but it's possible. Ballos 1 is also possible if I'm stupid. Okay? Perfect Ballos 2. I think I almost died there. Oh my god. I can't believe I lived that, but I did. I got hit there by contact damage. Honestly, I should have used the life pot. I didn't think about the life pot when I should have, and I panicked a bit, but I did live. I did make it. So, that is worse than a normal run should be, but it is a completed run. Now we go again. Okay. Oh my god, perfect damage boosts. Couldn't have scripted it better. Am I gonna get 2 in a row? Well, I got 2 in a row past B2. Wait for it. Wait for it. Welcome back, Fade. I gotta win. This is 2 in a row past B2. Ah. I mean, I already did do it. This is number 2 in a row. Which I'm really happy about. One. Shoot at the same time. Okay. We are far too close to 2 in a row. That would be absurd. Oh, whoops. I forgot. That's my mistake. At least I didn't die for it. It's a very harmless mistake. It's very difficult to die in Ballos 2. If you die in Ballos 2 and you're not speedrunning, if you're speedrunning, it makes sense. If you're not speedrunning, I have no clue how you can die. At least after we learn the fight. Okay. We are back to Ballos 4. What? Okay, okay. Yeah, that was insane. I have no clue how that happened. But I'm mad. That was bull. That was a load of bull. That should have been 2 in a row. I think I would have won if I didn't get randomly body slammed by an angel. It wasn't even an arrow. It was just a random body slam. It was an arrow, I get it. But it gave me hope. Alright. Can confirm, Maria. I'm gonna go back to Core for a bit. sure, maybe you're gonna die a lot, but... Oh well. Actually, yeah, one more win, and then I have someone to raid, finally. If one win, then I'll be raiding someone. Yes. Correct. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Okay, we're good. That almost went horribly. Nice. That was... Curly did most of the work there, but I did it. Anyways, yeah. I'm gonna... I think that's it. I got a one sanctuary win, another in a row that died to Ballos 4, did a really dumb decision, and then one against Core. I think that'll be it. That's a good note to end on. It's much better than it was earlier in the stream, at least. Yeah. No, please stop that. Sorry about that. Let's go raid a Foof. Incoming lag because at the moment I open a browser, it always lags. Okay. It is time. Pretty good. I'll see you all around after. Talk with a lot of people. Hope you all have a good day. Good night.